So Miles, tell me about your first season in Indy NXT. How's it going so far? What's it like being you won the USF championship last year? Obviously, come up bigger level this year. What's it been like so far?
Yeah, it's been really fun. One big thing is the a massive amount of teammates that I have. Basically, my teammates are half the field. I have 9 teammates this year. 10 of us on the team of H&D Motorsports. And yeah, it's been really fun. Getting to bond with them because in my first year I didn't even have a teammate. So with Pabst, it was great. Being in a family with them and everything through the USF Pro Championships. But now in HMD, it's like I said, a lot of people, and it's been really fun getting to know a lot of different drivers because I really haven't had that opportunity to do so. So doing that, and then also being a part of like a national series, being Indy Next by Firestone, it's really fun. It's really competitive. You have a lot more international drivers involved, which makes things really really interesting, and I'm really having a great time with it.
How much is that competitive balance with having 9 teammates? Is there we want to be friends with this guy, we want to share data with this guy. How much of that goes on, I guess, behind the scenes when you have that many teammates?
Yeah, it's not bad at all. It was a plus for me, a positive. Thinking about what team I wanted to be on in Indy Next because I came into racing through the Lucas Oil Formula Car Series, and there everyone has everyone's data. Because
Mm-hmm.
it's sort of a learning platform for everyone to branch their way into motorsports. So that was kind of the thing that I took as a positive with HMD. We all have each other's data. We all have each other's videos. Engineers collaborate with each other. We all know what's going on, so it's really a good opportunity to just learn from so many different driving styles. Which for me, as being also a very creative person, is really cool to just see how everyone else, handles the car and drives the car and just works their machine out there.
How much do you lean on that, knowing you want to progress and get to IndyCar and get to that top level, that you might not have that privilege depending on where you go in the future?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a lot of information, and that's something that's very people keep close to their chest in motorsports in general. So it's just nice to have a good quantity of information, or to just look towards, and just be able to just understand different things. And it's one of those things where. If you're on a team like Andretti or Cape or Juncos, you don't have all this different data, and like I said, I never had too many teammates in the past, so maybe without HMD, I would only get 3 to 4 different drivers, 3 to 4 different drivers' data. But on this team, you really get to understand how drivers drive a car, and it's not just limited to 1 or 2 people. You get to see sort of it from a whole series standpoint, which is really cool to see.
And you said you picked them. Is that like a scholarship? You come up and then you pick a team, or was it you had this contract offer and this one and this one?
Yeah, I mean, it works different for different people. I mean, for me, it was because I won the series. I kind of had the ability
Okay.
to kind of look and choose, sort of say.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it all depends on who you are and kind of your success coming up through the ranks in motorsports.
And how many ovals have you ran on in your career?
I haven't ran on a lot of ovals. I've only ran on Lucas Oil Raceway and Milwaukee, which was only a few weeks ago when we were testing there. So this will be my third oval I've raced on so far.
Which one do you like better out of the two?
Milwaukee, I love. It was really fun, considering that was, my first real, big oval compared to Lucas Oil Raceway, and I'm anticipating I'm going to really like Iowa as well. Lucas Oil is really fun to race on though, so we have to see how the racing happens at Milwaukee and Iowa to compare it to Lucas Oil, because there's a lot of different technical things that happen in a race in the USF Pro Championships that I really enjoy.
And these guys were telling me how big of a fan you are of racing on the ovals, and I feel like everyone that comes from overseas that doesn't have that experience either kind of dreads it at the start, or they really go head over heels and really love it, especially after their first time. Did you have an experience like that after your first race? Like, whoa, this is insane?
Yeah, for sure. It definitely changed from practice to racing. And practicing, it was a little bit more iffy, especially because when your car is really loose on an oval, you have to come in and pit really fast. So I had a lot of issues like that in the beginning of my practice days in 2021. But when I did my first race, it was just amazing because all the different things, especially you have to do, especially in an open wheel car, because of the aero push and the downforce in terms of like getting air on your wing. All the different lines you have, like in any series on an oval, and just all the little things like that that add up into how fast you can go, where you can pass, and at what time. It's really fun.
And obviously, with Hy-Vee IndyCar Weekend and what they're able to do with these concerts coming to the racetrack, are you going to check any of them out?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. We'll see if I have time. On a race weekend, you have only so much time. But yeah, we'll see.